Hi, welcome back to my review of Giants bobbleheads. So right now we'll take a look at all the Hall of Fame bobbleheads, and we'll go over some of that you've seen already. This is Willie Mays. Willie Mays was given away in 1999. 35,000 of them were made. A little story about Willie Mays. Back when Pac-Bell Park first opened in the year 2000, one of the reporters asked Willie Mays what he thought of the ball field, and he just absolutely couldn't stop talking about it. He said it was the most beautiful place in the world, and they asked him, so Willie, how many home runs do you think you could hit if you played here? And Willie Mays responded, I don't know, maybe about 20, 25, not that many. And the reporter said, really, Willie, you think you could only hit 25 home runs here? This place is just built for you. And Willie Mays responded, well, you see, I'm 70 years old. So, haha. So that was Willie Mays in a sense of humor there. Willie McCovey, also a bobblehead given away, I think, in 2001 by the Giants. A Hall of Famer. I forgot how many home runs he had. I think 521 home runs. Retired back in the 78 season. The connection with Willie Mays and me is my first game as a Giants fan was Willie McCovey's last game as a Giant. My family dragged me out of school and made me go to the ballpark just to see him stand in left field, come out of the game, and get a standing ovation, even though I had no clue who he was. In any case, that's my connection to Willie McCovey, and he's a nice little bobblehead, and I've reviewed him previously, so I won't talk too much in detail about him. Orlando Cepeda was also a Giant back in the 60s when the original Giants, 1958, was also, I think, the Rookie of the Year, I think in 59, I believe. He played for a couple years, was part of that World Series 1962 team, and then traded away to the Cardinals. If you guys want to learn more about Orlando Cepeda and what kind of impact he had as a player, I would recommend the book October 1964. That's pretty popular. You can find it on Amazon. That was a great story about Orlando Cepeda and how who his father was and how he came with the majors and what he did with the Cardinals. And of course, we all know that Orlando Cepeda, that Ray Sadecki trade, which was a terrible trade, probably one of the worst trades in history. The Giants did get a 20-game winner in Ray Sadecki. Unfortunately, he never won 20 games for the Giants. Meanwhile, Orlando Cepeda was, I think, the 1967 MVP and got the Cardinals to, I think, the World Series twice. This is Gaylord Perry. Gaylord Perry was also a giveaway a couple years ago. They actually had a nice retirement ceremony for him. He's got that great wind-up stance and follow-through and straight shot throw. He's the only one of the Giants bobbleheads that looks like that, where he's just completely lined up and throwing through his follow-up. The funny story I have about in his autobiography of Gaylord Perry, he said that one of the ways he would intimidate other players would be he would go into the locker room, rub his hands up in Vaseline, and go in across the dugout to the other side and then go to shake hands with the best player on the other team, just to plant the idea that I'm going to throw spitballs at you all afternoon. So that was one of the things that Gaylord Perry did. He did win, I believe, 314 wins. He was with another 300-game winner. I think he played for 8 different teams and eventually got in the Hall of Fame late in his career there. And this one, the Dominican Dandy, also Juan Marichal. I have a poster of on my wall. The winningest pitcher in Giants history. It's a shame he never won a Cy Young Award because he was a great pitcher. Unfortunately, every time he pitched, it was also Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, John Drysdale, Tom Seaver, Steve Carlton. Every time he was up, he was always like the second highest wins, second lowest ERA. So I don't think Juan Marichal exactly got the credit he was due. But here's Juan Marichal. I think he was the first bobblehead by the Giants that had his both feet off the ground. All right, well, one foot off the ground, the other foot planted firmly into the mound there. So he's got a high leg kick. You can see his big cleat in your face here, and a big high leg kick. It's something characteristic that Juan Marichal does and no one else does, even today, probably because people steal bases when you do something like that. In any case, these are the Hall of Fame Giants bobbleheads. If you're going to have a collection of any of these, I suggest that you get all 5 of them, just to complete the set. So you can put them aside and say, look, here are all the Giants, all the Hall of Fame ones. In any case, thanks for looking at my video. As always, go Giants! Bye!